What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have a free pick locked and loaded on this Friday's college football slate. There are two games going down in this college football slate, and we are targeting the Arizona versus Kansas State game tomorrow, or technically today by the time you're watching this. We are targeting this game in the Arizona and Kansas State game. We have a play that we absolutely love, and we're looking to cash in on yet another college football free pick winner. The last YouTube video that we posted was a little sweaty, but we had the Dolphins and the Bills under 49.5 in Thursday Night Football, and they got there with a 31-10 final score. High scoring first half and no points in the second half. We will take it. The under gets there pretty easily in the end. Looking forward to rolling these free picks out with you guys every single week. Football's our bread and butter, college football and NFL. 235 units combined. Our average member, $23,500 last season. And we're looking to do something similar, guys. Free picks have been red hot, and once again we have that YouTube only promo code YouTube25, which is available for the first 25 people. We have reopened that promo code, so if you guys are looking to get 25% off of any package you want on our WAP.com website, go over there, type in YouTube25, and you can get 25% off of any package. It's an absolute steal. Go get it before it sells out, because it did last week and it probably will again this week. With all that being said, guys, few things to go over, and we will get right into your free pick. First thing I want to talk about is our guide to profitable sports betting. We are going live every single Wednesday night, giving you guys A to Z on the sports betting industry, all the insights, tips, tricks you guys could possibly need, PDFs, YouTube videos, what research tools we use, everything, pretty much everything to make you guys profitable sports bettors on your own. Go over there and get that. It's available on the WAP.com website. It will be one of the best purchases that you can make in the sports betting industry if you are looking to do this as a source of income. We have handcrafted this for months, giving you guys the most valuable information you could possibly ask for. So go over there, get it on the WAP.com website. YouTube 25 will also save you 25% on that package as well. And last but not least, guys, two more free pick winners on our X or our Twitter account every single Thursday night. So go over there, go over to our X or our Twitter account. The handle is @RealStatBets, and we are collaborating with Go Get 'em Sports to give you guys an extra college football free pick and an extra NFL free pick every single Thursday night exclusively on Twitter. So go over there, drop a like, a comment, repost it. We really appreciate it. We already have them posted for this week, so if you're riding, let us know. We are looking forward to those as well. Those will be posted every single Thursday night, but we will get into the free pick now. It is the Arizona Wildcats. Arizona Wildcats going into Kansas State. Should be a really fun matchup. Two teams that have looked good. The Arizona Wildcats dynamic duo with Fafili, I don't know if I said that right, and McMillan, their wide receiver, I almost blanked. They have looked absolutely dynamic. The Kansas State offense looked good. Some concerns in the Kansas State defense, and that is why we are rocking with the Arizona Wildcats at +7.5 on the spread. You can find that number at FanDuel. Arizona Wildcats +7.5. Let's get into it. So we will go over here first to a little bit of trends. Now, these are early season trends, but they do point to a little bit of a correlation, a little bit of something that is noticeable in the first 2 weeks of the series. Is Kansas State won both of their games, but they are 0-2 in covering the spreads, meaning they should be beating these teams so that they are favored. They have been favored in both games. They should be beating these teams and, covering these spreads more often than they are 0-2. Once again, small sample size, but they're 0-1 in the road games against the spread, and 0-2 overall against the spread. So Kansas State has looked a little bit lackadaisical to start the season. Their offense has looked good, but they have some serious concerns on their defense, and we will get into that a little bit further in depth here. But as we can see, this line actually opened at +8.5 in some spots. It got hit pretty early. We sent this out about a week ago, actually a little less than a week ago, about 4 days ago. So another perk of being in our premium, guys, you get all the plays super, super early before these line moves. But there's still some value on the 7.5 number, and that is why we are playing it. But once again, you want to follow the money here in college football, want to side with the sharps, want to side with the majority of sharp bettors, and we are a part of that collective who is buying in on Arizona here. They have looked like the more dynamic team. They have more offensive weapons. Their D-line has caused more problems. They have more pressures per play. They're averaging more yards per play. Their offensive efficiency is higher. And we'll talk about the defense here in a minute. But once again, this line is available at 7.5 on FanDuel. So go over there and lock in the Arizona Wildcats +7.5. We will look over here just at some key trends that could play a difference in this game. So Kansas State is actually pretty run heavy. They're executing ground attempts 57% of the time, and this is according to Action Network. This is leading to the Arizona Wildcats actually being able to have more possessions because the Arizona Wildcats have an advantage with their D-line and their safeties. Those are the two strongest parts of their defense, D-line and safeties. If Kansas State keeps relying on this run attack, it is likely that the Arizona defense will be able to force 3-and-outs. Given their D-line has a solid game, they hold them to 1 yard, 2 yard on first and second down, and then third down they're forced to throw it into double coverage with the safeties, and this will lead to Arizona having more possessions. Now, the more possessions that Arizona has, the more scoring opportunities they will have, and the more chances they will have to cover this plus 7.5. So, with the Kansas State having a primarily run-heavy offense, this is good for us, as well as the game moving along quicker, right? We don't want this game to get out of hand. We don't want Kansas State to have too much time of possession, and that will come from explosive plays coming from the Kansas State offense, which Arizona has excelled at limiting. And we'll scroll down here just a little bit. The area of concern, as highlighted in this article for Kansas State, comes down to the pass. They are ranked 128th in defensive passing success rate, meaning McMillan, who I think he had almost a record against New Mexico State in pass yards and completions. He is going to have an absolute field day. The safeties are lost. They have some injuries with their secondary and their cornerbacks, and this is going to be a complete mismatch for McMillan. We might be looking at some of his props, but once again, Arizona with their passing attack offense going up against a run offense as well, they will be able to get more possessions, and they will be able to convert at a higher rate, leading them to have more explosive plays and more chances to cover this plus 7.5. And we'll go over here some efficiency stats worth taking a look at here. So as we see, yards per play favors Arizona here at 11 to Kansas State 7.1. Points per play as well. They're averaging 1 point per play, guys. That is absolutely insane. That's one of the best in the country. Once again, early in the season, but these are the metrics that we have to go off of. Their pass play percentage, once again, we talked about this. Arizona being more pass heavy, 54.39%. And this is a very good factor, especially when they're winning games. They're still throwing the ball. They're still getting their guys reps, and they're getting that passing offense fine-tuned. And then over here, we can see their opponent's yards per play. Arizona is actually leading that category despite letting up more points than Kansas State has at opponent yard per play, 5.9 to Kansas State's 6.9. Once again, going back to that explosive play factor that Arizona will have and Kansas State will not. And their opponent completion percentage, we talked about the Arizona secondary and D-line being better than Kansas State's overall, and this will lead to that 57.14% opponent pass completion being decreased a little bit. Now, if we take a look at Kansas State's opponent pass completion at 65.52% with a banged-up secondary and with bad safety play, this is going to be a field day. Once again, an absolute field day for the Arizona wide receivers, and that is why I just think this is too many points. It's a key number in football, 7.5, so getting over that hook at 7.5 rather than 7 or even 6.5 is a really good sign here. We're going to follow the stats. We're going to follow the trends. We're going to follow the market. Rocking with Arizona plus 7.5. Don't forget to lock it in, guys. Go over to our Twitter, drop a like, comment on the YouTube, drop a like and a comment, and use that code YouTube25 for 25% off. Appreciate you guys. Cash in with us. We'll see you in the next one.